Hello everyone, welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Duncan DeAeth and thank you for joining us. At the Tzu Chi Suzhou Grounds in China, a closing ceremony concludes a special humanistic art exhibit. We'll meet a lady who is passionate about her vegetarian diet and uses it to maintain a positive lifestyle. And in Taiwan, Tzu Chi Parent-child classes have been teaching families how to reduce the use of plastics in daily life. A public art exhibit featuring humanistic artwork was held at the Tzu Chi Suzhou Grounds for the past 3 weeks. At the closing ceremony near the end of October, many members of the public were glad to share what they have taken away from the exhibit. A special talk was also given by a Guqin musician on how to live a life with more humanity. Here's more from the ceremony.
Wang Peng, the Guqin musician whose affinity with Tzu Chi began in 2009, has always shared his views on the organization in this way.
Tzu Chi is an organization that gathers love. It helps to unite love from all over the globe into one great love to help those who need it the most.
The 3-week art exhibit at the Tzu Chi Suzhou Grounds has come to an end. Guests of the show reflected on what they took away from the exhibit.
It has filled us with a silent yet positive force. The Zen-filled art exhibit helps to purify our spirit and calm our hearts. It has given us a quiet space.
The kitchen has a phrase that I quite liked. It was eat vegetarian to 80% full.
To further promote Tzu Chi's humanity in society, Dharma Master Yue Zhao, superintendent of the China Zen Arts Academy, presented Tzu Chi with a painting, while musician Wang Liping also gave 10 calligraphy scrolls of Jingsi aphorisms to show his support.
How should we live? How should we walk? Where should we go? I think Tzu Chi has answered it all for us. It has helped inspire our thinking, inspired our pursuit of knowledge. Thank you, Tzu Chi.
Although the art exhibit has come to an end, the everlasting message of love has already made its mark here in Suzhou and in the hearts of all those who saw it.
While Thailand has been mourning the loss of King Bhumibol Adulyadej since he passed away on October 13th due to a long illness, the Tzu Chi Thailand chapter was distributing breakfast for 2,000 people for 5 consecutive days, beginning on October 29th. Many people dedicated blessings to the king by doing good deeds as part of the activity. This included serving the public as well as protecting the environment. Here's more.
Bangkok's Tzu Chi volunteers are busy preparing breakfast for 2,000 people at the Jinsi Hall before daybreak.
I want to do something for the king because he worked very hard for the people. What I'm doing is just a little contribution.
In preparation of breakfast distributions for 5 consecutive days, volunteers have invited teachers and students from the Ratchadamri school to wash banana leaves.
My students asked me why not use styrofoam boxes since it is more convenient. They thought it was not convenient to wash banana leaves. I explained to them that using styrofoam boxes may bring damage to our environment. Banana leaves may decompose and can be used as compost.
For these volunteers, using banana leaves to wrap rice bowls can serve as a way to do good deeds, as it can help protect our Mother Earth.
The rice balls taste like those in my hometown. It's very delicious.
While local residents continue to mourn for the loss of King Bhumibol Adulyadej at the Bangkok's Grand Palace, many of them dedicate blessings to the king by protecting the environment as well as helping the residents.
I brought 700 kilos of fried breadsticks here. Residents who feel hungry can come here to eat them. I hope I can dedicate this blessing to the king.
We work hard to clean the environment here during this period of time. I feel proud to serve the public.
Even with a little contribution, everyone can help spread love throughout Thailand, as well as encourage more people to carry out the acts of giving.
Tima's Northern Taiwan chapter, together with doctors and nurses from Taipei's Tzu Chi Hospital, have held regular free clinics in New Taipei's Ruifang area for more than 10 years. Each time such a clinic is held, doctors pay home visits to those who have mobility issues. Many doctors say this reminds them of the old days of medicine, when patients were seen at home. Beginning this month, Xinfeng Borough Chief invited Tima to use Ruifang Junior High School, personally paying the first year's rent to support this clinic.
After 10 years of providing free clinics in Ruifang, Tima has impressed the Xinfeng Borough Chief. And beginning in October, he personally rented a spacious location for the clinic, the Ruifang Junior High School, paying rent to host the clinic here for the whole year.
I am able to pay the rent from my own savings, which will reduce some of the costs and allow the Tzu Chi Foundation to help more people in need.
Tima worked with Tzu Chi volunteers to provide health services to 110 residents, treating not only their physical ailments but also undertaking important health checkups. As for those residents who have mobility issues, the medical team has divided them into 6 different routes to care for 25 families. Mrs. Xie has suffered 2 strokes and it's hard for her to sit up. Chronic diseases often leave many exhausted with little motivation to live, with Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital's ear, nose, and throat doctor deeply concerned about the importance of all-around health care for patients.
In the old days, seeing a patient meant actually traveling to their home to observe them. It wasn't like where it is now, where they come back for outpatient treatment, and we check if they have taken their medicine. But now we can check them at their home to see if they have any problems taking medicine or need other services.
Setting up his clinic in this outdoor pavilion, Guoyide, a Chinese medicine doctor chats with patients and finds that some of the elderly overconsume rice wine as he discourages the practice. Rural residents need to spend both more money and time to go for medical treatment, leading them to put off treatment for minor pains, potentially leading ailments to drag on. The 6 different groups of medical personnel conducting home visits spend half a day treating 32 patients, looking after both their physical and psychological state.
In China's Harbin of Heilongjiang province, a boy, Ma Haoran, has been bedridden since his birth because he suffers from severe cerebral palsy. Since his father works away from home to support the family, his mother has to take care of him on her own. However, their family income has been unstable, so Haoran has never been able to receive medical treatment. After hearing about the family's condition, Tzu Chi volunteers recently brought love and hope to this mother-son pair by inviting a brain surgeon to check on Haoran's health condition.
Despite the cold weather in Harbin, a group of 9 volunteers traveled more than 100 kilometers to visit a 10-year-old boy, Ma Haoran, who suffers from severe cerebral palsy.
来，转上，转上手，对，你看，你先大拇指举起来，你看，我最棒，是不是啊？你说我最棒，加油，这个一定能好，你说我一定能走，啊。
This man who is sitting at Haoran's bed is a brain surgeon, Dr. Ji Dongfeng. He has been invited by Tzu Chi to help check the boy's health condition while giving his mother encouragement and confidence.
以前是全都过去了，行不行？从我们开始，我们能帮你多少帮你多少。完了，你继续努力，咱共同为孩子，咱们行不行？让他康复，行不行？
会好的啊，加油！
一定会好的，给自己加油，有信心，有信心。你看。 大家都是来帮你，你还没有信心，这回你心里有依靠了，
是不是？我都不认识，都来帮你。是啊，
不哭。
After the volunteer gave Haoran's mother a warm hug, she burst out crying because she finally has someone to rely on. Now her only hope is to wait for the day when her son recovers from the illness.
Most people eat vegetables because they either want to keep healthy or to follow a religious practice. However, for Chun Wei Chao, embracing vegetarianism is about more than that. Not only does she want to protect animals, but she insists that being vegetarian reflects her own attitude towards life. She is passionate about eating a meat-free diet, just like her passion for traveling and consuming tea.
I think eating veggies is quite a new concept for our daily life.
To sample a good cup of tea requires not only the techniques of making tea, but also a calm heart.
I noticed that I can calm my mood whenever I pay attention to the water. I also have no complicated thoughts when I'm making tea.
Chen is able to pay close attention to every detail while making tea, such as a selection of tea leaves, controlling the water temperature, as well as the brewing time. 28-year-old Wei Chao has a passion for traditional tea culture. Chen has experienced different cultures from around the world as she has been to countries such as France, Greece, and Portugal. Though there are all kinds of delicious food around the world, instead of giving in to temptation, she persists with her diet.
We can certainly protect animals if we eat veggies. Also, we won't feel dizzy easily, and we can even change our temperament. I think going meatless is simply a way to show our attitude toward life. It's easy to prepare food when I'm abroad. We simply need to buy fruits or make sandwiches. Many people in Taiwan eat meatless food mainly because of their religion. However, many people in Europe or the United States also eat veggies to protect animals. So many restaurants in big cities have special menu items for vegetarians.
With an egg and a variety of fruit and vegetables, the sandwich which Wei Chao is making is very nutritious and healthy.
Okay, I'm done. This is the brunch I make when I'm abroad.
To Wei Chao, embracing vegetarianism is a way to show one's attitude towards life, and just like sampling tea, has now become an important part of her modern lifestyle.
In many of Tzu Chi's parent-child classes, parents and their children are thinking about how they can reduce the use of plastics in their daily life to help benefit the environment and their community. Let's visit one of the classes and have a closer look.
The volunteers use a skit to tell everyone how terrible an effect the plastic bags can have on the environment in this parent-child class.
Look at how many plastic bags you use for your vegetables when you went to the market. Neighbors, please count them for me. Here, 1.
The skit is meant to inform the audiences how to save the earth.
Not all the plastic bags should be dumped at the same place. They can be reused.
The staff of Calling Dr. Marvelous are there to answer questions. They also ask parents to tell others how they reuse plastic bags.
When we get plastic bags, we'll divide them. The plastic bags that you use for holding soy juice and vegetables are different in size, so we'll group plastic bags by size.
Grandma Li is close to 90 years old. She shows everyone what her ancestor would do, using the newspaper instead.
We'll just turn this. The bottom is thick, so it won't leak. And then you do this and this.
In this parent-child class in Taoyuan, children learn about how to protect the earth by watching a video and a story about this sea turtle.
We should always carry a shopping bag. We won't use a plastic bag.
In Shilian District, Taipei, parents and children leave the classroom and go to a market to invite everyone to reduce their use of plastics. Everyone should pitch in to do their share. If you want to protect the earth, then get involved.
Also in Taiwan, to encourage people to do recycling, the Chiayi city government held an event to promote the reduction of plastics in daily life. Tzu Chi volunteers were there to tell the public how to divide recyclables and do recycling.
The Chiayi city government hosts an event on the reduction of plastics in daily life. Tzu Chi volunteers also went to share their years of experience to teach about reusing resources.
We came here to tell people how to divide plastics and paper. We will tell them a mnemonic phrase to remember recycling easily. Bottles, cans, paper, batteries, clothes, 3C products, hardware, and others. And the audiences will have hands-on experiences here.
The mnemonic phrase and hands-on experiences help people memorize how to divide recyclables. Tzu Chi volunteers also brought some clothes made from plastic bottles to inspire the audience to recycle.
If the plastic bottles are green, the cloth made from them are also green. We don't add any color to them because the chemicals can damage the water too.
When resources are recycled, there will be less garbage. New products can also be made from them. However, it's important that we use our chopsticks and bowls when we eat out and bring our reusable bags when we shop, as it's the way to save the earth.
Next, we will meet a New Shoots Scholarship recipient in Pingdong, Taiwan, who has come from a difficult home situation and has overcome a lot of difficulties in his young life, including the loss of his father. Joon Yi's father was suffering from cancer for years and was forced to stay in the hospital for a long time before he passed. During that time, Joon Yi cut himself off from others, causing volunteers and his teachers to worry. Eventually, his uncle stepped in to take in the boy, and Joon Yi's character and life have continued to improve ever since. Here's more. Joon Yi washes his clothes every day. He learned how to take care of himself because his father was in the hospital for 4 years, suffering from cancer before he passed away.
When we first met him, he was an elementary school student. We met him at a hospice care ward where his father had been taken. He was very sad, and we really just wanted to do what we could to look after him.
His father's long stay in the hospital made the anxious young boy shut himself off from others.
He was really withdrawn and I really feared for him. He didn't really have any friends. But then in his second year of junior high school, I started to see a change. The biggest change is his uncle was there to treat him like his own family and take care of him.
Originally, the boy's father and his uncle were estranged from one another and were not in contact. However, Tzu Chi volunteers found the boy's uncle, and they became a bridge between the families. The uncle put the past behind him and took up the responsibility of caring for Joon Yi.
If the school teacher asked me to go with Joon Yi to the class, I would go with him. He was happy every time that we would go.
The uncle took up the role of father, and his cousin also gave the boy guidance. Joon Yi became a member of the family, and the love shown by the uncle began to help Joon Yi improve his relations with his classmates and teachers as well.
His entire class of 30 students all became a kind of support group for him. We would visit his home once a semester to help clean up. He became more cleanly himself and he brightened up a great deal. He also became more hardworking and developed a sense of gratitude.
When it was time to graduate from middle school, Joon Yi wrote a heartfelt thank you note to all of his classmates. And for his uncle and cousin, he often lets them know how thankful he is for their care.
Thanks to the efforts of Tzu Chi, his classmates and teachers are his uncle's love and care. He has continued to improve over time.
After I graduate from high school, I want to find a job and get to work.
Through the past 4 years of receiving love from others, Joon Yi has broken out of his shell and is facing his life with positivity and courage. His family and friends all wish him the best. Teachers' Day has already passed, but to maintain respect for teachers as well as give them a special memory, DaAi mothers at 3 elementary schools in New Taipei City's Xizhi area held a series of activities to honor teachers. Let's see how the day went.
These young students are turning red in the face as they shout their love for their teacher. This is Zhongde Elementary School, where an activity to honor teachers includes a competition about who can be the loudest in expressing their love for teachers.
In fact, I think teachers are the most happy when children express their gratitude and have smiles on their faces. I think this makes us feel very comfortable.
老师，您辛苦了。
Xizhi Elementary hosted an activity where students presented their teachers with a cup of tea. Though it wasn't expensive Dongding Oolong or rare pu'er tea, these teachers said it was truly special.
Today's tea is the sweetest that I have ever tasted.
This subtle act of expressing thanks impressed many teachers at Shoufeng Elementary School.
Teachers like you and love all of the students at Shoufeng Elementary School.
With the help of DeAeth mothers, 3 elementary schools in the Xizhi area were able to successfully carry out activities honoring teachers, which filled all these local schools with love.
Next, we'll see how DeAeth Kindergarten in Kepong, Malaysia is cultivating a love of nature in the students from a young age. We'll accompany a class of youngsters and their teachers on a recent trip to a nearby park where they could get a bit of real-life outdoor experience as part of their education. This class of kindergartners has left the classroom for a day in nature at a nearby park. These 70 youngsters are enjoying the outdoor experience and learning to appreciate the beauty of the natural environment. The kids love the interactive, dynamic activities and are curious about everything they see. The teachers use these opportunities to teach them a little about the plants around them.
Everything they study in the classroom uses books and pictures. We point to a picture and say, this is grass and this is the sun, but it's not the actual thing we show them.
Teaching a love of Mother Nature is best done by direct experience in the outdoors. That's what the teachers hope to cultivate with outings like these.
They make some bracelets of hair decorations. They are very happy to be doing this here, which they wouldn't be able to do at home or in the classroom. Only by getting out here in nature can they have this kind of experiences.
These teachers are cultivating a respect for nature and a love for Mother Earth, which they hope will leave a deep and lasting impression in these children. In the United States, the Tzu Chi Academy of the Humanities students recently celebrated Halloween by dressing up in costumes and enjoying several holiday activities. At a different school, a charity drive was held that will benefit people suffering after the recent typhoon in Haiti. That's all the time we have for today. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you all for joining us and hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.